Ngoja kidogo.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Good evening, class.
Good evening, mwalimu.
Evening, sir.
Evening.
Yes, welcome to today's lesson. But first, let me take a roll call to see how we attended evening class. I'll be your name and
You are using two devices, Mwalimu. You are using two devices. You have a lot of some echoes.
okay. So I'll be going out then we will get and LMS. Now, Betwell.
Yes, sir.
Betwell, are you in?
Yes, I'm present.
Shiundu.
Present, sir.
Linda.
Present, sir.
Omboto Boniface.
Present.
Janet.
Janet is absent.
Janet is absent, okay.
He's not feeling well.
Vivian. Is also absent. She's also absent. Now, in today's lesson, we want to learn about the procedure of labeling. But first, we want to remind ourselves on our previous topic, whereby we were discussing about booking of staff reading. And we say we book readings using labeling field workbook, whereby we book the first reading as backside, the second one as intermediate side, and the final one as forward. So we were able to know how to book the staff readings, and we were able to compute using the two methods. The first one as a rise and fall method, and the height of collimation. So basically, those are our preview on our last lesson. So today we want to see about the procedures of labeling, or basically the labeling in survey. So first of all, let me ask you, Mr. Wetapa, what is labeling?
Okay, thank you, Malimo. Leveling
Yes.
is the process of shaping a piece of land so as to make sure that there is a uniformity in terms of reduced levels.
Okay, thank you so much, Wedapa. That is actually the right answer. So basically we say leveling is the process of determining the heights of a given area to check if it is levels. So when we say we are doing leveling, we are trying to make the land to be as level as possible. This we do by getting the levels so that we can see how we can do our project in leveling. Now, before we just proceed on today, hello? Hello? Somebody muted me?
No,
We are meeting you.
no, you are not being muted. You are not
Hello?
muted.
Yes?
You are not
We
muted.
are hearing you.
Yes.
Continue.
Wait up.
We are
Wait up.
hearing you.
Okay. You are hearing me, eh? My laptop, I don't know what is the problem. So I can still work out on the phone, eh? So I was saying, by the end of this lesson, the learners should be able to, one, define the terminologies used during leveling, two, describe the procedure used in leveling. Now, here we have terminologies used in leveling. One is datum. Omboto, what is datum?
Datum is
Datum is
unknown
unknown form
which is
which
used
is
as a
used as a
reference.
reference.
Yes, basically that is the right answer. Datum is any level service of reference used with respect to which all levels of other points may be referred by measuring vertical distances of the point above or below the surface. Now, for topographical work, the datum is what?
The sea
Kibet?
The sea
level.
level.
Yeah,
It is
the datum,
the mean sea level.
the datum is the mean sea level. Now, that is one of the terminologies we use in leveling, that is the datum. Then we also move on to see other terminologies we normally use in leveling. The other one is benchmark. What is benchmark? Shiundu. Shiundu.
Okay, and I
Okay, and
I can
I
ask
can
you,
ask
man.
Yeah.
Or
or
benchmark
benchmark
is similar
simply
to
a
reference
reference
point.
point.
Yeah, actually, benchmark is a reference point which we normally use in getting levels of a given point. Yeah. Um, now,
Now,
the
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 data also is the information on relative height position of various points on Earth surface. The successful planning and execution of any engineering project such as roads, bridges, canals, sewerage, and drainage. So the process by which we are getting the sewerage line, the railway line, that is the process of leveling. Kiundu, what is site or PS? Kiundu, are
Okay,
you with us?
okay, a BS,
Yes.
A BS is the first reading taken from a point of known elevation.
That is correct. This is the first reading taken towards the starting point of a project. It is the reading taken after the instrument setup. Now, what is in the side? Vivian. Vivian, are you with us? Vivian? Okay, Virtual, can you answer? Virtual?
Yes.
What is in the side?
Yes, Mwalimu, I can hear you.
Okay, can I assist him?
What is?
Yeah.
I can assist an intersight.
Yes.
It's also
Yes.
known as an intermediate site,
Yes.
and is any reading taken between backside and foresight.
Okay. That is correct, Mr. Omboto. I hope Virtual is getting it right. We say intersight or intermediate site is any stab reading taken for the point of a known elevation. So, as many as possible, depending on the number of projects or the kind of project that you are doing. Now, Virtual, tell us about the foresight. Virtual?
Okay, a foresight.
Virtual.
A foresight is the last reading.
Yeah.
Is the last reading which is taken during leveling,
Yeah.
or the last reading which is taken before you change the instrument.
Very correct, Mr. Wetapa. This is the last reading taken before you change the instrument station. We say that the foresight, after changing the instrument, it also becomes the backside from the other, from the second station. So, but for the first station, we say it is foresight. Then after changing the instrument, you just observe backward in this station and we call it backside. Okay? Now, Mr. Oboto had defined the benchmark. What did you say, Mr. Oboto? The benchmark. Oboto, are you with us? Oboto? Oboto? Vivian, the mic. Tom.
I can assist.
Okay. Assist with that.
Yeah, so last time we said the benchmark
Yes.
is a reference, is a point of reference,
Yeah.
or is a point of non-elevation.
Yes.
Yes.
So benchmark is a point of reference from which all the measurements be made. So that is actually the benchmark, and that is correct. Now, Otto, are you in? Shundu. Shundu? What is level line?
Okay, level line is any line. Hello?
Bedwell, I can hear you. Just continue.
Okay, level line is any line connecting any 2 points on the level surface and any other point on the level line.
That is correct. So we move on. That is correct. We move on. We have also what we call reduced level. We say reduced level is a vertical distance between survey points adapted as a datum. So this one is adapted as a datum because after getting the final reduced level, we address it as a data. Well, let's continue. Um, we have what we call horizontal line. What is an horizontal line?
A horizontal line is a tangential to any level line at a
Yes.
specific point.
Okay, correct. So this is the level line at any particular point, which is tangential and perpendicular to the direction of the gravity. Now, from our slide number 8, we can see that there is a diagram which will also help us understand well about some of the terminologies we use in labeling. Now, if you can see my cursor, here we see is the mean sea level. So here we are showing that is a spheroid, and here is the mean sea level, which is it is 0 meters above the sea level. So if you go to Mombasa and you try to find to measure the heights of the ocean, you will get it that it's actually 0 meters above sea level. So when you move from Mombasa towards Nairobi here, then you will find that the mean sea level height is approximately 1,607 meters above the sea level. Now, so this is, say this is the mean sea level. This one is the instrument, the leveling instrument. It can be automatic level, it can be dummy level, or level. So here you are taking your point, and this line is called the horizontal line, and the is which will curve towards the hard surface, and the line will follow the shape, the spheroid shape of the heart. So we say that is a level line. And because the line follows the curvature of the heart, then there is the correction of curvature between the horizontal line and the level line. So let's go to the the diagram, the slide number 9. Now here we can see there is the procedures of leveling. First of all, when you want to do leveling, you just level the instrument. The tripod. The tripod is these three legs, this one, and the stand. We say tripod stand. Then we have the level itself, which has a 3 foot screws. We use these screws to level the instrument so that the purple is at the center. Now, when you are starting to level, you just use the 2 foot screws to make sure that the purple is at the center, and you just conclude by using the last 1 foot screws, and you the to make the purple to be at the center, so that you now start reading, because you cannot start observing readings before the purple is at the center. Now, so if you now level your instrument and you start observing the level, so the first stage which we call it benchmark, we observe towards the back side, and then other station that you read between the instrument and the back side is called interside. And then between the instrument and the foresight, also you can still read the interside. And this one we have it as the horizontal line of sight. We call this one horizontal line of sight, and then this one is the foresight. Now, we use graduated staff as our instrument of reading the level, because it actually have the measurements, have the heights, and the heights of our staff is from 0 meters to 2 meters. Now, what is the procedures of leveling? If you want to start a level, you just do as I say, and you will get the right level. Provided that you make sure the instrument is well leveled, the top is at the center. Are you okay, Omboto? Omboto, are you still with us?
Yeah, we're okay.
Okay, then just on slide number 10, we have the assignment, which the assignment which we will have to send and upload it in LMS. But before that, let us just have a recap of what we started today. Debate. What did we say leveling
Manuel?
is? Debate, you are telling me.
No,
What is leveling?
leveling.
Yes.
It is a process of determining elevations.
Good. Leveling is the process of determining elevation. And for example, what are some of the terms we terminologies use in leveling?
Okay, we have a number of terminologies we use in leveling. Now, the first one is
Yes.
the benchmark, which you have said is the reference point or
Yes.
a point of non-elevation.
Yes.
Then we have a backside, which is the first reading, which is usually taken from a point of non-elevation.
Yes.
And we have the foresight, which
Yes.
is usually the last reading that is taken during leveling or the last reading we take before shifting the instrument. Then we have the intermediate site, which is any reading in between the foresight and backside. Then we have a level line, which is the tangential distance between a point.
Yes.
Yeah, and the last one is station,
Yes.
station, where we set the instrument, and now we have the datum, which is just a point, which is which acts as a reference.
Very good. Very good, Wedapa. That is correct. And then now, for conclusion, I have seen that you have understand well about our topic today. Then our assignment is that explain the procedures of profile level, which is 20 marks, and it will form part of your cards. So you just have to upload the assignment on our LMS by 23rd of this month. So you only have around the 3 days to do that, and the LMS will be closed. So, and then that is the end of our topic. I appreciate your attendance so much. We'll meet next week. Continue to study hard and make sure that you do revision well, do your assignment, and you will be able to pass in your exam. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mwalimu.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
You too.
You too.